Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk news. I'm Ollie Davis. Roadblock End of the Line wasn't just named that way so Michael Cole could annoy us every time he said it. It also referred to the end of the line for Charlotte and Sasha Banks' long-running feud. One that's been criticised for playing hot potato with the Women's Championship belt at the expense of Raw's other wrestlers. Since the belt was created in April this year, Charlotte and Sasha have had 7 reigns between them. That's 0.8 title changes a month, maths fans. Big E made fun of this passing back and forth of the belt in this week's episode of Raw with probably the best joke of the night. After Kofi Kingston mourned the New Day losing their tag team belts, which they held for just under 500 days, he pointed out that sometimes you have to lose to win in the long run. For instance, Ric Flair wouldn't be a record-setting 16-time world champion if he didn't lose his belt 15 times. To which Big E immediately replied, "That'll be Charlotte in about a month." It appears as though that was an ad-lib on Langston's part and not one approved by WWE's higher-ups, because that gag, easily the best thing by far on that entire segment, has been edited out of the clip uploaded to WWE's official YouTube page. Because heaven forbid you'd want a talent to actually get over. If you're interested, Reddit user Super Turbo Man has worked out that Ric Flair would have been a 209-time world champion if he won them at the same rate as his daughter since her WrestleMania 32 victory. Numbers!
We interrupt this broadcast for a special Patreon shout-out.
Cheers, John Wick, Chapter 2. Speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer has revealed why Sasha and Charlotte's feud was stretched out to last through to Raw's last pay-per-view of the year. Apparently Banks' third Women's Championship win on the 28th of November episode of Raw in that really good Falls Count Anywhere match in Charlotte's hometown, and the subsequent Roadblock End of the Line match were only booked to postpone the start of the Charlotte versus Bayley feud. Vince McMahon reportedly sees this as the big money program going into WrestleMania 33, as the chairman isn't high on Sasha, thinks Bayley is more over as a babyface and Charlotte more over as a heel. Bayley's first big match will reportedly come at the Royal Rumble and culminate with the feud peaking at WWE's biggest show of the year. Charlotte and Sasha's Iron Maiden match at Roadblock End of the Line has been criticised for upside down booking. The accepted way to plan out these kind of matches is to have the babyface chasing from behind. But Sasha was 3-2 ahead until the closing moments of regulation time, positioning Charlotte as the chaser. Again, according to Meltzer, this was Vince McMahon's idea. Vince apparently wanted Banks in the figure 4 leg lock leading up to the end of regulation time, where she was just about to win, with the crowd counting down the dying seconds and rooting for Sasha not to tap out. And then they'd be deflated when she tapped. This isn't what happened though, as unfortunately the crowd was pretty lackluster throughout the match, and numerous people backstage argued that deflating the audience that way was a bad idea. But as we saw, Vince decided he knew best. How do you think Sasha Banks and Charlotte's feud should have ended? Tell me about 2 months sooner in the comments down below. If you want to learn more about Vince's heat on Banks in the past and the rest of the Raw roster's previous thoughts on her never-ending feud with Charlotte, click the videos on the left and subscribe. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.